Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We continue to follow breaking news at 6 of a house fire in Torrington. You're taking a live look from the scene where we've just learned no one was hurt. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is there right now. He just spoke with state police, fire investigators, and neighbors about exactly what's happening. We'll go to Glenn in about 2 minutes from now.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus, America Areas.
And I'm Bridget Bjorla. If you like summer, it is officially here. We got it all. We got the heat, the humidity, even some showers later today, Rachel.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have this weather impact alert for today for the potential for those stronger storms in addition to the heat that's on the way too. When you step out the door, it certainly feels very muggy outside. Those scattered showers and storms likely arriving after about 2 o'clock through about 9 to 10 o'clock this evening. So it's going to be a good idea to stay weather aware throughout the day today. We also have a flood watch in effect, so the concern for some flash flooding in some of those embedded downpours is certainly possible. We could get these couple of thunderstorms that stay over one particular area for a longer period of time, putting down heavy rainfall, overwhelming our storm drains and things like that. So we'll have to watch that closely this afternoon and evening too. We just have a lot of moisture in the air with very humid conditions out there now. Temperatures in New Haven around 78 degrees. Elsewhere across the state at 75 in Willimantic, out the door 73. In Torrington. Here's a look at our humidity. They're in the lower to middle 70s. It just is that air that you can wear, almost acting as an extra layer, and it will be hard to stay cool this afternoon as sweating and things like that, and not getting in on that evaporative cooling to kind of help you cool down yourself. You will need to seek some frequent breaks here. So our humidity is going to stay up throughout the day today. A heat advisory is also in place for today. We are looking at temperatures around 95 to about 98 degrees. That feels like temperature, so certainly want to plan for that. And here's those rain chances and thunderstorm chances beginning around 2 o'clock and going through about 10 o'clock or so. We'll have more details on this coming up in just a bit. Checking in with the roads this morning, we do have several updates. It was really busy in the 5 o'clock hour with several issues, but it does look like a lot of those issues have come down now. So we did have this earlier closure in Durham that has closed that has reopened for the morning commute, and also on 91 southbound that also reopened out by exits 23 and 22. Live look outside on 91 showing you that is clear and volume is light now. Our New Haven drive times into Hartford is around 35 minutes. Hartford to New Haven southbound 91 looks a lot better here in the 6 o'clock hour at a 33-minute drive. Bridget.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Let's get back to that breaking news out of Torrington, where crews are on the scene investigating a fire at a home on Highland Avenue.
Yeah, Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is there at the scene, and Glenn is getting us up to date. Any news, Glenn?
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Erica. Thankfully, no one was hurt in this 2-alarm fire on Highland Avenue that happened earlier this morning. There is still a very active scene here. State Fire Marshal's office, local fire marshal's office, and local police are still here investigating what happened at this multifamily home on Highland Avenue. I'm going to take a step out of the way so you can see exactly what we have going on here. I just spoke with a neighbor just about an hour ago. They told me that this house right here has been abandoned for just about 5 years. Crews responded to this fire around 12:40 a.m. and we're going to show you video of the investigation from just about an hour ago. We've been seeing police in and out of the building all morning, fire investigators in and out of the building all morning, particularly focusing on the 2nd and 3rd floor. We've been seeing flashlights going in and out of those windows. We've also seen dogs going in and out, sniffing around the area, looking for what caused the fire. Right now, we know it was a 2-alarm fire, and Drakeville and Hartington crews also responded to the scene. State police, fire investigation is on scene, and local police are on scene. They're waiting to see what state fire investigators find out how this fire started. They say that that's typical when they believe that the cause of the fire is suspicious. So once again, we're still waiting to find out what the cause of the fire was. We're still looking to learn more. We've reached out to state police, and we'll bring you an update on some more information as we learn more. But for right now, live in Torrington, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, glad no one was hurt. Thank you. We are also following breaking news from overnight at a Rocky Hill. Let's take a look at some new images that came into our newsroom overnight. This is of a tractor trailer. You can see it's on fire. It happened on I-91 South, just past exit 23 last night. And this is what it looked like after crews finally put the flames out. A firefighter was hurt while putting the flames out. We're told they are expected to recover. The driver of the tractor trailer was not injured. The scene backed up traffic on the road for several hours, but has now cleared.
And today in Waterbury, Kimberly Sullivan is expected to appear back in court. She's a Waterbury woman accused of keeping her stepson in horrific conditions for 20 years. Sullivan has denied all the allegations. She hasn't been in court since March. Sullivan's lawyer says that they were waiting for more information during the discovery stage. Now, as for her stepson, who goes by the letter S, we also have not heard from him publicly since April.
And the jury is deliberating the fate of Raul Valley. They say they are hopelessly deadlocked. Those deliberations started yesterday as Valley faces a murder charge and 3 counts of assault. Prosecutors say he stabbed several people at a Shelton house party in 2022. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules was inside the courtroom and has the very latest.
After about 2 hours of deliberations, the jury sent a note to the judge saying they were hopelessly deadlocked on the murder charge, 11-1.
At this point, I simply suggest that you continue with your deliberations. You should review the evidence and the position of each juror to determine if any evidence has been overlooked or any juror's position misunderstood with respect to either the evidence or the law.
Judge Sherry Murphy began the day continuing to give jury instructions. The judge explained what needed to be considered to charge Valley with murder as well as the assault counts. Judge Murphy also went over what the jury needs to consider when looking at Valley's self-defense stance.
A person is justified in using reasonable physical force upon another person to defend himself, a third person, from what he reasonably believes to be the use or imminent use of physical force. And he may use such degree of force which he reasonably believes to be necessary for such purpose.
Valley says he was acting in self-defense when he stabbed 4 people, injuring 3 and killing 17-year-old James McGrath. Valley says he was attacked by at least 20 people at a Shelton house party when the stabbings happened. To find Valley guilty of murder, the most serious of the charges he faces, the jury must find that the prosecution proved Valley without a reasonable doubt intentionally caused the death of James McGrath. The jury could also convict Valley of the lesser charge of manslaughter. To convict Valley of manslaughter in the first degree, the jury would have to find that Valley intended to cause serious physical injury to McGrath that resulted in McGrath's death. Judge Murphy also told the jury to avoid allowing sympathy for either side to sway their decision.
You are to find the defendant guilty or not guilty, uninfluenced by the possible punishment or consequence that may follow a conviction.
Judge Murphy encourages the jury to continue deliberations on the 3 assault charges and revisit the murder charge vote later on. In Milford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
6:07 now, a 16-year-old boy in Manchester was taken to the hospital after he was stabbed. Officers were called out to the Dunkin' on Center Street just after 5 yesterday afternoon. Police say the stabbing, though, did not happen here. They were called out to this location after finding the teen there, and then that's when they took him to the hospital. Investigators are still working to determine what led up to the stabbing.
An East Hartford family is having to start from scratch after their home was badly damaged over the 4th of July weekend. The entire second floor of the home was just completely destroyed, and now they're facing a number of challenges on their road to recovery. Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot spoke with the family on how they're dealing with the loss.
While many people were enjoying the 4th of July weekend, one East Hartford family watched as their home went up in flames. They tell me they've lost everything, and now they're trying to figure out what to do next. Victoria Colley was home Saturday night when she says her older sister alerted her and the rest of the family that their mom's car and the side of their home was on fire. Everyone made it out safely, but the family is still shaken up.
In the moment for me, it was just like, I was just in so much shock. I didn't even know how to feel. Like, I was just so scared. Like, yes, I was crying, but I feel like I couldn't even recognize my own feelings because I've never seen that happen before.
She started a GoFundMe page, which has already raised a little over $13,000. If you'd like to donate, we'll put a GoFundMe link to support the family's rebuilding efforts on fox61.com and the Fox 61 app. The family says any donations are welcomed and greatly appreciated. In East Hartford, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
An update this morning out of Central Texas, where at least 104 people are dead following Friday morning's flash floods. This is a time-lapse video that shows how water rose within minutes. Crews are now working around the clock on search and rescue missions. Scott Ruskin is a Coast Guard rescue swimmer who responded to Camp Mystic. That's the all-girls summer camp. He is credited with saving more than 160 people from the floodwaters.
It's just what any Coast Guard rescue swimmer and or any Coast Guard member would have done in that situation. So I was just doing my job.
A donation center in Center Point, Texas, is working to give back to the community. Volunteers say the hardest part right now isn't the rebuilding, but it's the unknown, as many community members, neighbors, friends, family, even children are still missing.
Rebuilding is kind of the easy part, in all honesty. It's really getting past. We're still in search and rescue going on right now. The hill country is a loving place. It's hill country love that's going on, but it'll take a while, and we'll have to process through that. But our first thing right now is really to take care of our friends and neighbors that have lost everything, and we're still searching for some of our neighbors and friends too.
And the threat may not be over. More heavy rain is in the forecast there for today. We still have a lot to get to this morning on Fox 61.
Yeah, after the break on your Fox 61 Business Report, Tim Lammers is breaking down what you need to know about a big online sale. It starts today, and he's going to have the latest on the Trump administration's tariffs.